Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for July 9th. It's pretty timeless, but I'm dating it July 9th for this weekend or whenever it finds you. I'm doing all signs here. Sorry, I cannot see my screen at all, so I'm trying to adjust it so that I can make sure that you guys can see the cards. So anywho, hold on one second. The one last thing I forgot is just to keep track of the readings that I've done, and so I can timestamp them. All right, so let me scoot this over just a little bit right there. And we will start with our usual Gemini and then move on to Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Not sure I'm going to be able to timestamp because I can't see anything. So hopefully you guys can see plenty. All right, so let's get started here. In case you're interested, I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Box looks like this. Haven't used these in a while, so I thought that today would be the perfect day to start a new. It's not new, but I haven't used them in a while, so to warm up a new deck again. So there we go. I absolutely love this deck. I feel it is really a stunning deck. You guys can see it is so difficult to see on my side of things. All right, here we go. So we will start with Gemini. Here we go. Gemini, this is for maybe this weekend or whenever you happen to see the reading. Let's do one more for Gemini. All right, here we go. Gemini. All right. So I actually just right on the spot changed how I'm going to do my reading. We're going to do a different reading. Okay, so this is the situation. This is you. This is them. This is the obstacle, the advice or how you should approach it, and this is the outcome. All right, Gemini. Just had a change of heart as to how I wanted to do my reading today. And your underlying energy is the 10 of Cups, which means this is, this could be how you're feeling, or it could be your goal, or it could be what you desire inside. Okay. I'm not going to hold these cards too accountable for this reading, but I do want to look at these. So in the position of you right now, Gemini, you have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords really speaks to wanting to have a change in your life and wanting to, I think, just kind of move, and it could be your mind's. Swords are all about mind. Sorry, I'm kind of moving things out of the way so I can kind of look at the camera a little bit. So you have on your mind movement of somehow. It could be like your train of thought, literally your situation, but it's a change that you're looking for. And it's a change to go from something that you're kind of experiencing right now and move into something that you perceive as being better. Okay. So that's where things are right now in your current situation with your specific person. I am reading for love. Okay. And if other things other than love come up, I will read those too, but just know that this is mostly about love. All right. So I guess it's your situation with this person. So here we have you and here we have them. You have the 4 in the major arcana, which is the Emperor card, and the Emperor card is really telling me right now that where you are, how you're standing right now in the situation between you two, is you are basically either you have control and you're holding on to it very tightly, or you're looking to have more control in your situation. Okay, now obviously when you want to change, it's because something's not working. or you don't like the way things are going, but you're finding yourself in the emperor, kind of the emperor role. And it looks like you are finding that you need to make a decision about your connection, your relationship on your own, whether this person is included or not. I think that you're kind of fed up with it. That's kind of the impression that I'm getting, Gemini, is just the need right now that since things aren't going the way you want them to, that you need to just take control. Okay. This is your person right here. They have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is very slow moving energy. This person will approach you, come to you, give you the message, and take their slow, little time and just come to you when they're feeling like it. However, if I can say one redeeming quality about this situation, because you obviously seem very frustrated with this person, Gemini, is when they do approach you, it's sincere and it's genuine and it's real. Okay. This person is not like, the Page of Cups or the Page of Wands, when they can just approach you, even the Page of Swords, and approach you when they're just kind of being flighty about their feelings. Like one day they're feeling you, one day they're not. But hey, I'm feeling you now, so I'm going to come to you and offer you fun, offer you going out, whatever, and then they change their mind later. Okay, so just know that you are waiting, you are hoping for more from this person, Gemini. That's what it feels like. I don't think that their intentions are bad. They can't make up their minds. Okay, they're just not sure where they want this to go. They haven't decided yet, I guess is what I'm saying. And you know what? You got the Page of Wands. So I do think that this person trying to relay the message to you, or trying to, I think, give you more than they're already giving you. With the Page of Wands, I think it can come, and it probably will come, but it's not going to come as quickly as you were hoping for. You do have the Page of Wands, which kind of confirmed a little bit that this person is, thinking about it, and they do feel something for you, Gemini. That's a fact. I mean, they actually do, but I just don't know if this person is ready to actually, and I can't even call this a commitment card. It's not technically a commitment, but the commitment to actually deliver the message that you're wanting. Okay. They want a connection with you. It's just they're not ready. And I think that the Pentacle trumps the wand here. They want to, they're just not sure yet and not ready. Okay. The obstacle here, it's the World card. This is a beautiful card. I think even as an obstacle card, it could be a very beautiful, it's not just beautiful looking, but it really speaks to the beginning of something. So I think that this person, Gemini, is having a hard time with the beginning of something. And I feel like this message might bring a new beginning for them, and maybe a new beginning for your connection, your relationship. Now, if you're not yet dealing with this person, Gemini, it's just someone that you're really liking, then I think it might be a little bit easier for you to hang in there than someone that's super, super frustrated, that's been in kind of some kind of a relationship with this person, a situationship, but they can't get the person to take it further than that. So there are some of you out there, Geminis, that are kind of in this, are we a couple? Are we together? Or are we going to go out again? Like, I'm waiting and nothing's happening. So that's kind of where I think this energy is coming from. And those of you who are not, it's telling you that you are in the situation and in the position of deciding or already taking control of it. Okay, like contemplating, should I call him or should I call her? What's the deal here? So yes, a new beginning. I think that this person views giving you their message or giving you the green light on something as the beginning of something, and they just want to be sure that they are ready for that. The advice, or what you should do, or the best way to handle it, is this place right here. It's the Three of Wands, And basically what this is saying is the best way to handle is just to wait. And this is a 3, and 3s are creation, and they are like things kind of morphing or things coming to fruition. But it is a waiting game. So if you know, I'm not telling you to stick around, but if you stick around, I don't think you will be disappointed, except for the fact that this person does move at a molasses pace, obviously, and Gemini may not, depending on your personality. And I think that's probably the like the best thing for you to do, is if you really want a connection with this person, is to wait. Now, not such great news for the outcome, Gemini. It's the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords is about not being able to stay awake, to fall asleep because you're staying awake. Could be anxiety. It could also be a lot of like can't sleeping, not being able to figure out what's going on, stress and anxiety. So for some of you guys, I feel like this person in general, Gemini, may give you some anxiety and some stress, even if you do wait around, because this person, I think, just moves at a molasses pace. You are probably going to have to push them a lot in this, if you guys end up, you know, becoming a couple, or you guys end up going out. I feel like this person is just generally somebody that needs to be pushed along to do what they need to do. So for some of you, this may cause a lot of sleepless nights. And this card right here, I also feel like for some of you, and it's the King of Cups, you know, and I don't know, for the redeeming quality, again, I have to go back to the Page of Pentacles. I just don't think that this is a bad person. I think this person is just immature or new at this whole dating, and they're just not very good at it. You did get the King of Cups because I really wanted to see what's underneath your anxiety, and if it's anxiety for a bad reason. And it's the King of Cups, and I feel like this is talking about you and them. Like there could be a love connection here, but I think that this person just doesn't show their feelings. They are not going to be expressing, and you would think the cups are about showing your feelings, right? Because that's the emotion card. You know, the King of Cups can be very loving, and they love the hardest of all the signs. They absolutely love the hardest, but sometimes they just don't want to show it. They are the master of their emotions. So you may have anxiety about this person because they just don't seem to be getting their, you know, they're moving along, and you have to light a fire underneath them to get them to move. But in the end, I do think that this person does have redeeming qualities, Gemini. And I think this person has the potential to love very, very deeply. But can you handle having to always be pushing them and telling them what to do and having to explain what you want? So that is Gemini. I'm going to move on to Cancer. Temperance fell out, which I'm wondering if some of you guys are having to deal with having some patience. Okay, so let's get what's going on for Cancer, please. Cancer, please. I'll try to go a little faster. I know that other one took a bit because I was changing my mind about the reading. All right, this is your position right now. King of Cups. You, them, the obstacle, the best thing to do, and the outcome. All right, you've got some interesting cards. You've got hot and cold, hot and cold. All right, and you got the Six of Pentacles as the underlining energy, which again, I'm not putting too much stock on that. But if I look at the Temperance card that did fall out, And I do kind of take this into the consideration, the give or take, the balance, tempering, you know. So, and I'm seeing some tempering here on the table. All right, so where you are right now is the King of Cups, okay? So I feel that you have some very deep feelings, Cancer, for this person. You possibly are feeling a little overwhelmed emotionally. You do have 3 cup cards in the spread here, that your feelings may be a little bit overwhelmed with the situation that is going on, okay? I feel that you, more than them, you both have cups, your emotions and their emotions. So you're a 4, they're a 5. So these are 2 consecutive cards. You are kind of more pushing this person away. And I feel that the reason you're doing that is their negativity. So you have the 4 of Cups here, which is about avoidance. It's about not taking opportunities. In this case, I think that you are choosing to push this person away because this person, I think, has a very negative sort of outlook or attitude toward your connection, okay? And whether you're male or female, it doesn't really matter in this case with this King of Cups. I feel that you are being true, you are being genuine, and you are putting all your effort in there, and this person is possibly not, I think, responding the way they should be responding. I am going to pull 1 card for them. They do have the 2 of Swords. So this person, I honestly feel like this person is also on the brink of calling it quits. I just don't think they have the ability to do it. I think it's kind of between a rock and a hard place, and you are pushing them away, and they are seeing that, but they're not actually recognizing what they're doing in this scenario. Okay, so you're kind of pushing back a little bit. They have taken notice, but they're only noticing the bad part, like, oh, he doesn't love me anymore, or she doesn't love me anymore. She doesn't want to do this anymore. Like, they don't want me. They're sick of me, or they're kind of taking more of an attitude like that. So they're also a bit in limbo as to what to do, and they technically just cannot make up their mind either. It's almost like they realize that there's a possibility for this to come to an end. I don't think they want the ending to happen. I feel like they're just kind of letting the chips fall where they may, but they're also playing a victim role, okay, with this 5 of Cups here. Now that you're rejecting them, or you're pushing them away, or you're just emotionally, I think, just not engaging with them as much, Cancer, they are taking it as, oh, I guess this is the end, and they're kind of considering, I think in their head they're thinking, is this the end? Should I just do it? Should I just cut it off? But I don't think they want to do that. I think they're just kind of, in a way, kind of hanging on, waiting for you to do it, because they don't have, I don't think they have the guts to do it. They don't want to. They don't want to cut it off. But yeah, it's very emotional. I think like you're at a 4. They're on a higher level of the emotions going on here, like between the 2 of you, and now they're a little bit more overwhelmed. But they only, for some reason, they're only looking at the negative things, and they're not exactly paying attention to what they're doing, okay? Now, what's your obstacle? What's standing in your way? The Tower. This could stand in anybody's way. So what I'm thinking is it either happened or it's going to happen. Something is going to hit the fan here shortly if it hasn't already. And I think that's kind of where, you know, this is leading with you. It's just there's a point where you're just like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this drama, this emotion. They're taking it as, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, how could you do that to me? Yes, and then only looking at the things that you're doing to them and poor me. But something's going to hit the fan here soon, if it hasn't already. Something pretty big. Okay? Now, because this is in the obstacle, this is going to be something that's going to cause, or has already causing, kind of a rift between you guys. It's going to be a moment that's going to kind of shake you up a little bit. This position right here is interesting, that you have a 3 of Swords, because a 3 of Swords is usually a card of betrayal, or a card of third party, being hurt mentally, emotionally, and, you know, in your heart. But in this case, because this is the position of the best approach, or how the best way to handle this, and I think the best way to handle this, really, Cancer, is get the truth out. Get the truth out and start working from that. Because you have to accept it. You have to open your eyes to it. It's funny because here's the Two of Swords, here's the Three of Swords. Okay? I feel like the next step here, if you want, I think if you want to salvage this connection that you have with this person, you're going to have to just lay it all out on the table and deal with it. And it might be heartbreaking for the both of you, but you have to deal with it. And I mean, get it out in the open, because the swords are everything mental, everything truthful, everything out in the open. Okay, cutting out all bullshit. So that's what I think needs to happen, Cancer. And what is really a lovely ending to this, like what is in your future, is love. You do have the Love card. So in this case, for some of you Cancers, it could mean that some of you guys may actually clear the air and find, you know, misunderstandings, or find that, you know, this big thing that happened, your Tower moment, was necessary to shake you guys up a little bit, to kind of make you both think about what you want. The Four of Cups, do you want to keep pushing this person away? The Five of Cups, do you want to keep looking and wondering why this person keeps pushing you away, why things aren't looking great? The Tower moment, sometimes it's what's necessary in a relationship to open people's eyes and to start over, like literally start from rubbles and work your way up. So for some of you guys, I do see you guys coming together and being happy. And for some of you, I see you going out and finding new love. Okay. The Lovers is also about choices and choice of mates and partners. Okay. So having this, cutting your losses. So if we look at this one as the best case scenario is cut your losses, which for some of you it is. You will find somebody better, and someone better is actually kind of lurking around already. And that's what I have for Cancer. All right, next is going to be Leo. Leo. Okay, so let's do this for Leo. What is going on with Leo? That's a good shuffle, Leo. Let's see what is going on with you. Let's see your position. You are in contemplation here. You've got the Four of Swords. That's where you are. This is also you. So where things are, I guess, it's right here. Things, not you. It's things. You, them, the obstacle, best case scenario. Sorry, best way to handle things, and the future. Why can't I think right now? It's like 100 degrees outside. I'm not even exaggerating on the temperature. It's 100 degrees out here. All right, here we go. Leo. So right now, well, the way things are is the Four of Swords. You're not seeing a lot of action. What is happening is there's a lot of thinking going on both parts. You're thinking, they're thinking. And you're both thinking of how you want to approach it, okay? I think in their situation is they're thinking of approaching you and how to approach you. You're thinking of how you're going to approach them and how to handle things, okay? It is very evident here that the Leos that this is going to resonate with the most is people that are already involved in this connection, okay? So yes, there's a lot of thinking going on both your parts, okay? And how to handle things, strategy, like coming up with strategies, plans, and what you're going to do next, your next step. All right, so Leo, your position here, I just absolutely love this card, especially in this deck, is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So, Leo, what are you going to do next? It is time for this wheel to change, and I think you're aware of that. You know that the time has come where you need to stop hoping or wanting or thinking about things the way you want them to be with this particular person, and it's time to just spin that wheel and see what happens, okay? It could also mean that, you know, if this person does reach out to you, you can spin that wheel and see what happens then too, okay? And we'll kind of get into the best way to handle it when we get to this part right here, that card. So anyways, up for grabs is the Wheel of Fortune. So something needs to change. Definitely has, there's going to be a change, an inevitable change. Now it's a matter of, are you in control of the wheel, or are you going to let them be in control of the wheel? Okay, that's where you are right now. You're kind of in limbo. What do I do? What's next? Should I give up? Should I move on? They're in the Three of Wands place, and they're also waiting. There's another waiting card here for them in particular. 3 is about creation. It's about starting something. It's about waiting for something to come to fruition as well. It's kind of different, but kind of like the 7 of the Pentacles, where in this case right here, it's you know, passion. The wands are about passion. It's about things that make you happy. It's about things that excite you. And I feel that you're waiting for something. And I have to be honest, Leo, this person is waiting for you to do something. It's comical to me because they're very much thinking about it. You know, it's the Wand card. They're thinking about it, and they're just kind of hoping that maybe you reach out to them instead. And they, you know, they're let me pull a card there for them. The Emperor. I think they just want to remain in control. I don't think I could have pulled a better card for that, Leo. They really kind of just want to keep their cool and look like they're more in control of the situation. They want to kind of stand their ground. Whatever it is that happened between you guys, they're almost trying to stand their ground and try to just put this facade like, oh yeah, oh, you're calling me, like they don't think they did anything wrong, when in the obstacle place is you've got the 5 of Wands. That's the obstacle. There was some bad feelings between you guys. There was a little bit of tensions. I don't know if outright fighting or whatever, or you guys are just in a big old fight and they're just waiting for you to make the first move, Leo. That's what I'm thinking. But, you know, they have definitely this image that they feel like they need to uphold. Like they feel like if they reach out to you, it's almost like they're admitting that they were wrong. So they're just kind of hoping and they're holding on for you to do something. They're just kind of waiting for you. There was fighting going on. That's the obstacle. And I feel like they understand that there's a problem, and that's the obstacle, is that I'm stuttering. This tension between you guys is, you know, they know it's there. They don't want to deal with it. So the best way to handle things is the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords, for me, what is meaning in this particular spread, Leo, is that the best way is just I don't want to say, I want to say this is more of a rob them of their opportunity to do this to you again. It's kind of where I'm getting. Just take it away and take away their opportunity, take away their power, steal it back. because it seems like they stole yours. So by walking away and taking your power back in a sneaky way, I feel like there's a lot of ways that you can play this out with them when they finally, because I think they will communicate with you. I think by stealing back your power and taking it away from them, that they're going to be left with the King of Cups. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to be left in love with you, but I think it's going to very much hit them pretty hard emotionally. I don't know if they're going to end up crying over this, but it's really going to take a hit in their ego, because they have, you know, the emperor here in this position of themselves. And I feel like they're going to revert more to feeling something rather than being a hard ass like the emperor is. They want to be the emperor, but I feel like if you follow the best way to handle the situation, that you're going to give them, they're going to end up this, which is possibly, if it's upside down, I don't think it's upside down. I don't think this person's going to be an emotional wreck, Leo, but this person, I feel, is going to feel it like a slap in the face. And they may have to, you know, sit and think about things for a little bit and say, wow, that kind of hurt. You know, it might stir up a little bit more emotions, more, and it could stir up more positive emotions as well. Okay, not just like the negative ones, but, you know, I think they're just kind of waiting for you to do something to save them from having to save their own face somehow. But they're stubborn. So, anywho, that's what I have for Leo. I am going to move on to Virgo. Move on to Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? Let's do one more, Virgo. I'm going to go a little bit out of order. Good, hold on. All right, here we go, Virgo. You've got the Hierophant. That's the situation now. Your position, their position, the obstacle, the best way to handle things, and the likely outcome, or it may be the future. All right, you've got some interesting cards. You've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. All right, so I'm going to take a moment to look at this for a minute, Virgo, because I really think you've got a very interesting layout here. All right, so you have the 2 in the major arcana, which is the High Priestess, and you have the Devil as the future. Okay, the High Priestess can be a temptation, and it can also be some choices that are being made that are not that great. So I feel like these 2 cards are very heavily connected to the person that we're dealing with. Okay, so we have some, I think, some moral decisions that you're thinking about, like what's right, what's wrong. The Hierophant is the Greek priest, I believe, in ancient times. And this is the person you go to when you need advice and you want to do things correctly and you want to follow the law of the Bible, or it is that you really feel the, you know, the 10 commandments, whatever it is that feels like you need to be following. I think there's a kind of a moral dilemma going on with you. Okay. That's also the Marriage card. So some of you Virgos, are dealing with some kind of temptation. If you are married, because this is the marriage card, so this may resonate with maybe some of you guys that are in a committed relationship in a marriage, okay? I'm not sure this is going to resonate so much for single people out there, okay, Virgo, but it's just what it is, what came out, and obviously this needed to reach certain people. So where are you, Virgo? Where you are is you are in a situation with the Seven of Swords, which puts you in planning something that you shouldn't be doing. So that I could see why you're kind of in a little bit of a moral dilemma. I do feel that you are in a position where you want to try to get away with something. You want to give something an opportunity, and you're thinking about how wrong it is. So it's not saying that you are doing something wrong, but I think that you feel like there is something wrong with what you may be doing or thinking about or planning. So in this connection, this situation with this person, and you could be single and this person's married, or you could be married and the other person's single, or you both married. Like it could go either way. But for some reason, this connection is just not really meant to be happening right now. And I think that's pretty much the point of it all. Your person is in the High Priestess position, okay? And the High Priestess is a card, you know, that oftentimes can be, it's a very highly feminine card, and it's a card of intuition and, you know, listening to your inner, you know, your inner self and stuff like that, your id versus your ego. But it's also a card of mystery, and it's a card with the moon here. There's some aspects of the moon here where there's some secrecy. So there's secrets going on. If you're a female, this person, if they're female, it could mean that they're enjoying your admiration. They are enjoying flirting with you. They're enjoying, I think, knowing that you like them and they like you too. Okay. It could also be a female that likes to have a lot of admiration from different men or women, depending on your own gender. But they really like, they're not playing games, but I don't think that they're shutting down. I don't think that they're shutting down the attention, okay? And these two guys are counterparts, okay? The Greek, like priest, and then here's the High Priestess, which is, you know, the female version, but in a different way, okay? If this person is a male, and you're the person is also having feelings for you, liking the attention, they're knowing you like them, but they're also viewing you, if they're male, as a female that they're really intrigued by, and the temptation's definitely there. They also see you as possibly being a little bit unattainable at the time, and that's intriguing them as well. Okay, so this is kind of, for them, it's in their senses and their emotions are kind of heightened right now by what's going on. Okay, which means that they may not be making the right decisions, and they might be egging it on a little bit more, the other person, than you. Okay, so maybe tempting you a little bit is what they're doing. Okay, they're enjoying the attention either direction, either way, which is causing you, Virgo, should I? You know, it's kind of making you feel like you may want to go for it. Okay, the obstacle, which is a beautiful card. You know, you have Queen of Wands. So this person sees you as the Queen of Wands, and you see them as the Queen of Wands as well. I think this person has the potential to offer you a lot of like really good times. I would say both in, you know, hobbies, going out and doing stuff, in your recreation. You know, it gives you a lot of opportunities to have fun and be outgoing, but also a lot of opportunities, I think, that are related more to sexual satisfactions and things like that. This person is very intriguing to you, and you are to them too. I think there's huge sexual attraction, okay? And that's what makes the temptation harder. look at it, I see, you know, the High Priestess and I see the Devil. This is also a very highly tempting card as well. So you got temptation all over the place. All right. So here you go, and you have in the position of the best way to handle this. If this is a work-related connection, I think that you're going to have to try to control what's going on. Okay, I think that you're going to have to balance those scales that you. Is it on this one? Yes, it's on this one too. And they don't all depict it in the Six of Pentacles and all the tarot, but you're going to have to. I think you need to take control of what's going on. Okay, the best case scenario, keep a balance going on at work. I feel like for some of you this is work. If it's not at work, then it's the same thing. Like I think you're going to have to use your head, because they're obviously not really using theirs as much. They're more egging it on than you are. So I think you're going to have to be the more mature of the two. And I think also with the understanding is, do you really want this to happen? You're going to have to kind of make that decision, that call. Do you really want this to happen? If you do, then you're going to have to know how to balance those scales so that things work out well. Okay. You know, what do I see in the future? So, and I pulled another card because I wanted to see something beyond the Devil, because the Devil is, you know, the Devil is the card of obsessive, sexual deviance, addictions and all that stuff, you know, and affairs and lust and all that. But I wanted something else because it's your future. So what's your future going to be, all about lust and affairs? No, I think it could be maybe a relationship that maybe gets going a little bit too quickly, and it's maybe based on lust, based on things that, you know, don't really make for a lasting relationship here. Okay. And so I wanted to clarify the Devil with another card to say, well, what are we talking about here? Is this connection totally doomed? And it's funny because you have the Ace of Pentacles, and that actually is a really good card for beginnings. It's the best ace to have because it means that it could have it almost guarantees in some ways that the connection or the beginning of something can end up actually taking root and actually flourishing, blooming into something very beautiful, something very solid, something very grounded. All right. So I feel, because of some of the cards on the table, Virgo, with the Hierophant, with the Six of Pentacles specifically, and the Hierophant, which not the Hierophant, the High Priestess, is there is a potential for this extremely lusty attraction that you have with this other person to actually go somewhere. It's very highly, I think, sexual and they're attraction based right now, or just like that feeling sometimes when you meet someone, and maybe it's not like all sexual, but you're just all in immediately. I think that if you learn to balance, the best advice, you've learned to balance and give a little, take a little, give a little, and kind of pace it a little bit, and don't give in to all that lust and temptation that, you know, this Devil can have a little bit of a positive to it, which is maybe a solid beginning to something good. Okay, Virgo, not a very bad thing. If you are in a committed relationship, like you are married and you're very tempted in that scenario, I would say the Devil's the ending to your situation. If you are not married, this married card's here for a reason, and you're just kind of, and you're just, you know, you have a girlfriend, you have a boyfriend, you know, you haven't made that higher level commitment. There could be a possibility of both of these happening. Okay. I'm not getting, for those of you who are married and maybe might stray, as a positive ending. I'm not saying it's impossible, because there are people that end up finding their true love, you know, while they're already married to someone else. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it happens. You know, I've known situations where it happens, but in that case, if that is a scenario that you're in and you feel like this person might be like your true love, whatever, it's maybe this should be taken more as do things the right way. Okay, so that is what I have for Virgo. I am going to move on. I'm going to go a little bit out of order because I think this is going to have to be the last one that I do. It is way too hot out here, guys. I'm sorry. I will retitle it. I'm going to do one out of order as a specific request, and I will finish the other ones later, possibly tonight or tomorrow. All right, so this is going to be Aquarius. This is going to be for Aquarius. I agree, Ariel. He's probably going to be waiting a very, very long time if that's what he's doing. All right, so here is Aquarius. Aquarius, let's do one more shuffle for Aquarius. All right. Okay, the situation right now, King of Pentacles, you, Aquarius, them, the problem or the obstacle. A lot of royalty on here. How to handle it and the future. All right. A lot of royalty, okay? Aquarius, it looks like you have the potential for some really, really, I think kind of getting something that you're wanting, okay? So your connection with this person, where are you right now? You are the King of Pentacles. You're like the king of your castle, okay? You're there making great money. You're financially super stable right now. And I think your focus is like the situation that you're in. I feel like you're in a good place right now, okay? You're financially secure. I feel that you feel very respected in your community, very respected among your friends and your family, and that's very, very important to you, okay? I feel like you're living your best life right now. Like you are really shining through and you're feeling yourself, okay? It can also show that you're being very, very hard and kind of strict in your thinking as well, okay? And the reason that I'm saying that is because you've got the Four of Pentacles as the obstacle, okay? So here you are, the king of your castle with your very traditional views on how things should be, very successful, nothing wrong with that, okay? But this is a love reading and it's about you, so pay attention. All right, so here you go. Very traditional in how you see things and how you want them done and your expectations. You are right now in a position of the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very passionate individual, someone that likes to have a lot of fun. They like to get out there. They like to have good experiences, enjoy life, just have a lot of things going for them. You really like adventure and you have passions and you like to pursue them, okay? So when it comes to love, this is it could be a kind of a fickle individual, a person that Loves one day, doesn't the next day, loves another day, and back and forth and back and forth. Okay? So I feel like you're kind of going back and forth about what you're wanting in this connection. However, there's no doubt that there's high lust going on, because this is a very lusty individual. So you are feeling lust. You are feeling, you know, in your moments, in your fleeting moments, that you're feeling like you want this connection to happen, the spark to start up again, or start your way. All right? Your person is in the Empress position. Okay? And what this means at this person is not taking any crap right now from anybody. And this person is in their best as far as their value and their self-worth. Okay? So you've got like this feeling of kind of like them, I kind of don't like them, I kind of like them, and I think they should be like this, they should be like that. This person is saying, you know, I'm the Empress, like I don't need to change for anybody. Okay? That's kind of where they're standing in this situation. Do they like you? I'm going to pull a card. Like, yes, they love themselves, and they are really, I think, going to give you a run for your money as far as their self-worth. They definitely want a connection with you. And this is a wand, just like yours. They want a connection with you. They want that spark. They want an opportunity, and they want to that all those sun rays coming out of there. They want to experience the good things in life with you. However, just like you're being your King of Pentacles, which can be a very rigid man, like success can sometimes get to your head, or you're a very traditional type of thinking person too, Aquarius. You are not exactly the most traditional people, but you have certain streaks of wanting things a certain, very but you also want to be able to come and go as you please. And that's where I'm getting with this Knight of Wands as well. And the person that you're dealing with right now is someone who holds a lot of value in themselves. However, they are very, very highly interested in having a relationship with you. Okay? They're very, very attracted to you. And yes, they do want something with you, but they are not going to lower their standards to meet the demands, I think, that you kind of have for them. Okay? So what is the problem here in this connection is the Four of Pentacles. And that was sitting right under you. And the Four of Pentacles this is the Miser card, and it's a miser in every aspect of the word. Okay? I think you're withholding emotions, you're withholding things, and possibly being a little bit stingy with your time a little bit. Okay, Aquarius, and I think that you may need to loosen up a little bit, and this isn't saying that you're stingy with money. It's more of a stingy, like it could be stingy with your time. And I think that's kind of where I'm getting here. You're not making an awful lot of time, Aquarius, for this person. The reason is you're just not putting the effort in there that needs to be in there. And that's getting in the way of the connection that you obviously, I think, really want. And I'll tell you how I know that. The advice and the best way to approach this is to change your mindset from the King of Pentacles to the King of Cups. Change your mindset. Start wearing some of your emotions on your sleeve. Start expressing. Now, this is the deepest loving king there is. Like if you want to know if someone loves you, this is probably the one you want. However, it doesn't mean that they wear their emotions on their sleeves, but they always let you know. They make you a priority. Okay, so you need to start prioritizing love in your life, Aquarius, if you want things to work out with this person. So you have fleeting ideas of, oh yes, I like them today, I'm not really sure tomorrow. And half of that stuff, I think, has to do with the obstacle is your inability to open yourself up and share your life with anybody, your world with other people, okay? How do you take care of that? You start learning how to be the King of Cups, all right? If you start learning how to be the King of Cups and actually investing time and energy and your emotions and opening up a little bit to this person, as your outcome in the future is the Three of Cups, okay? Great friendship, because I know that Aquariuses enjoy their friendships. Creation, you've got the three here, the Empress, which is also about creation. The three is about creation. You can be a good friend, and you can see where it goes from there, okay? But once you start opening yourself up to this person and giving them a little bit more of your time, I think that you can figure out that what you want is also the Ace of Wands if you just kind of settle down a little bit and give opening up a chance and give a little bit more of your time to this person. You probably will develop more of a friendship at first, but with this three, it's a creation card. You may move forward into something a little bit better than that. Okay, Aquarius? That is what I have for you. Your future looks very positive with this person if you give them some time. Okay? All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I think I did 5. Let's go with one more. Let's move on. We went from Leo, Virgo. I went completely out of order. That was a request from somebody. Let's go into Libra. This will be the last one for this group here. All right, let's go into Libra. All right. This is what's happening now. You, them, the opposite. Advice, like how you should approach, and the future. All right, Libra. So right now, the way things are looking is the Page of Wands, okay? So there is I feel like a communication, the beginning of new knowledge, new information. It could also be the beginning of an opportunity that has come your way with your person, okay? Like something has come up, moved in, you're into your surrounding, and I feel like it's new information more than anything, okay? All right, so that's kind of where you're working, and I haven't been checking the underlining energy with other people. It's interesting because you have the Queen of Cups. Again, I'm not using the underlining energy for a lot of things, but I think love is on your mind, Libra. And this new information, this new opportunity surrounding something, it could be a love interest. It could, of course, it's a love interest. This is a love reading, all right? But so new information coming in. This is where you are with it right now. I feel like you are not seeing a lot of opportunity for yourself as far as this connection or this new information that's been kind of handed down to you. Maybe something that you've heard or something new that you guys are doing together. It's just, it's feeling to you like it's not as great for you as it is for them. Okay, and I think that there is, the benefits are there for you too. I'm trying to figure out what it is. And again, I have the, I have the Page of Swords. Libra, I have the Page of Swords here, and it seems like it's a source of information for sure. Kind of a sense of truth. It could be something that you found out. Sense of truth. Which is making you feel like the Five of Pentacles, like there's no hope, or There's just not a lot there left for you. Like opportunity is, it's going to leave you feeling a little empty, like you don't have much to work with. Okay, so I guess it's a little bit of truth about something that's kind of happening in your life right now. That's how you're feeling. The way they're feeling about it is, I think they're just kind of feeling like they want to move away, or they want to go away somewhere to kind of have time to think and process what's going on. I have to be really honest, Libra, and I apologize. This just doesn't seem to be like a very positive type of read. It's more about coming down to Jesus information here with, you know, the 2 pages and the information that's, you know, something that you've learned, the truth about something. And, you know, I guess in a way, like your person is feeling like they just kind of want to move into better things. So it could be some information that some of you guys, and I think, Libra, that this is really going to resonate with a very small handful of people right now. It's just the message that needed to get across to some of you. I think that your person's just ready to make a move. They're just ready to make a move. And you're not seeing a lot to hold on to as well on your part of things. So the obstacle here is, you know, the 2 of Wands, which is a choice, what to do. Sticking to the old and true, faithful right here, the stick that is obviously has roots into the ground, or taking the opportunity with something new, something more flexible, something more movable, you know, that you can maneuver a little bit better and maybe have a little bit more fun. It's new. Okay, you can take it around, you can do things with it. And I think this card is very indicative of choosing from an old, known and true situation with something that's kind of, it looks more appetizing in some ways, you know, to go with this new one right here. You know, the wand, the staff that you can manipulate, move it around, and he has the world in his hand. So it's almost like this new opportunity is looking like it's looking better. What do I mean by that? I feel, Libra, that maybe there is somebody else, and I'm going to say this could be vice versa in some ways. The situation, how you're each feeling, I think is kind of more, it is what it is. Okay, but it could be that you're feeling that as well, not just them. I think it's, your happiness is just not where it used to be. Okay, you have the 10 of Cups in the obstacle situation. You or your significant other could be feeling like, you know what, I kind of want to try something new, and it could be in love. So your happiness, I think, is at stake. That's the obstacle, is being happy and being that happy family and just being in love. I think maybe that's kind of dwindled away for some people. You're just not feeling it anymore. You or the other person, I think, are looking at, okay, where do I go from here? All right, the best case scenario, or not best, why do I keep saying best case scenario? It's the best way to handle the situation, I think, is, this is a card of being deceptive, cheating, digging for the truth. I think in this situation, that's more of the advice, is try to figure out what's going on, try to find the evidence, try to find proof. If you're feeling like something is really not working, not going right in the situation, that maybe you may need to find the truth here. And it seems like you have found some kind of truth, but maybe you might have to dig into it a little bit more. And I think it may be time for you to just take from it what makes sense and make a decision from there what you're going to do. I feel like in this case, your obstacle can also be your choice that you need to be making here. Okay. I think really the best, what this is suggesting is that you take some time to actually dig further and investigate and find out what's really at the bottom of what's going on. I wish I can find out more. Like tarot doesn't really work that way, where I can just pull a card and say, what is the information you found? Because it's different for everybody. Okay. So the truth here information message that came across is, I think maybe just kind of a little bit of a mini tower moment that happened, and things are starting to shake down a little bit, and or the dust is settling, I guess I should say. And I think there needs to be more investigation. I think for a handful of you guys, you do have the Knight of Cups here, and I don't see this as because this is the future. This is what's coming. This doesn't have to be the end for a lot of people. I think that for some of you guys, you might be able to kind of work through this, clear the air, because this is also, you know, kind of clearing air. It's also, you know, gossip. So some of the information you heard could have just been gossip or something made up from people. So just keep that in mind, that if you investigate a little bit more here, that you may find out that some of the things could be misunderstandings. It could also be, you know, people starting trouble, starting drama, and trying to like just put a wedge between you guys. And for some of you guys, I think that maybe you guys can get your 10 of Cups back. Okay. So for some of you, for others, I think this card signifies just, you know, going on your journey, continuing on the path of making yourself happy and healing your emotions, and you will find love somewhere else. Okay. So Libra, that is what I have for you. I'm going to go with Taurus. I had another request for Taurus. I am going to end it right here after the Taurus, though. Okay. I'm trying to get in as many as I can. I feel kind of bad that I kind of started out and then this heat is just torture. All right, we're going to do Taurus, and then I will finish the rest, possibly tonight or tomorrow. Okay, let's do one more shuffle. All right, Taurus. I actually want to do one more shuffle. What is your situation? Where you are right now? Like what it is right now? You. Oh, you got the 6 and 7 of Cups. Them. The obstacle. How to handle it. The best advice. And the future. All right. Got some nice cards here, Taurus. All right, so where you are now, like the way things are between both of you, fantasy. Thinking a lot about it, wanting, wishing, hoping for this, hoping for that. What if this, what if that? That's kind of where you are right now, Taurus, okay, with your situation, with your person, and them too. So this involves the both of you, where things are between the two of you right now. A lot of fantasy, a lot of wishful thinking, okay, and not being able to decide, I think, in a yes or a no. Okay, so just things kind of up in the air, but a lot of wishful thinking. Where are you? You are one step behind that. You are the 6 of Cups. So I feel like you see this person as possibly your soulmate or someone that you've known for a very long time. You feel a lot of comfort in them emotionally, okay, because you do. This is the 6 of Cups. For some of you, it could be someone that you've been with before, or it could also be like a childhood, someone from your childhood that you're kind of coming across. So this person feels very comfortable to you, okay? Or it's just a feeling of like they're like kind of like a soulmate, a soul connection. You just feel very good around them. They make you feel good, okay? So that's kind of where you are in this connection. You guys are both kind of fantasizing, I think, a little bit about each other, but it's kind of up in the air, like nothing's really happening. And these are your feelings, warmth. You just feel very warm and very close to this person somehow, for some reason. Okay, they make you happy. This is where they are. They are feeling like they want the beginning of something with you as well, and they see this as the beginning of something emotional to them. Like it's something that they're filled with a lot of want, desire, love, and it doesn't necessarily mean true love. You know, this is the beginning. Okay, but it's a very, the cup is overflowing, so this person feels a lot for you, Taurus. Okay, which is what the card is suggesting. Lots happening there. Yes, they want a beginning. They're looking forward to it. That's what they're wanting deep down. And, you know, again, I can't stress enough, if there's an emotional hold as well with you, as you have this cup, I'm sorry, the Six of Cups, they have the Ace of Cups, okay? The obstacle, Taurus, here, it's kind of interesting, is the wand. It's the Ace of Wands. And the way I will interpret this and what it means to me, Taurus, is the obstacle is how to start this connection, how to spark the flame, how to get it started. Okay, so I'm feeling with the Seven of Cups here, it's in the air, you know, you're both feeling all these different things, but how do you start it? And that's exactly what this card is meaning. So Taurus, for you, it's going to be a little bit easier, I think, for me to get through this, because it's not necessarily a bad thing here. We'll get to it. You kind of have like really nice energy going here. The two of you guys are on the same page. You're both feeling the exact same things. You know, you're focused more on the way they make you feel and feeling very close to them. They're looking at it more like, oh, I really want to start this connection with them. This is new for you. You know, for them, it's a new feeling that they're having, and they're just overflowing with this desire. How do I start the flame? How do I start? How do I begin? You know, that's kind of like where to begin is the obstacle. Okay. As the best case, I keep saying the best case scenario, the advice, like how to go about it. The best way to go about it is properly. Okay. So I think taking the first steps, traditional, I think this is you. I mean, this is the Taurus card, okay? How do you do this? And you do this authentically. Okay, and I think that this is it's a very religious card as well. I'm not sure religion's playing a lot into this, but I think being very honest and open with each other is what's playing into this when it comes to the Hierophant card. And just being very honest, for real, like doing this authentically. It's the only way that I could really make the best sense of this card as far as the advice, okay? And just to make sure that you're doing things properly. And I can't stress that more than that. Just be authentic, be very honest, and approach, you know, with the way that you should be doing things. All right, so the future, I feel, is a little bit tricky for Taurus. So I'm going to, considering all these beautiful cards here, the future is, you know, the Queen of Swords. All right, and what I'm seeing here is possible disappointment if there isn't very clear-cut communication. So yes, this is all going on here, Taurus, but if things are not done the right way, the best advice is do it the right way. Okay, be open communication. If it's not done properly, it could also mean disappointment in the facts and the true facts, because the Queen of Swords is about the truth and nothing else but the truth. Okay, so reality. might come hitting you, some of you guys. And very clear communication. This needs to happen, okay? Now, because the Hierophant is there, and I have to just kind of say this, I have to say it. For some of you guys, if you are in another relationship and you're feeling all these sparks and all these emotions and all this love, if you are in a relationship already, married, not married, I feel that you need to just take that into consideration, what you are doing, okay? And, you know, kind of think about that connection that you're having with this other person, all right? And because, you know, if you're not being very clear and you maybe expectations are too high, or you're hoping for more of that can actually happen, you might be disappointed if you don't have clear communication. All right, that is what I have for Taurus. I am going to end this this video with Taurus. I will continue. I guess we have Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, and Aries left. All right, so we got 5 left. I will do those tonight or possibly tomorrow, okay? Thank you for watching my channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.